Okay, if you want to make a great vegetable soup, the first step is to chop up some form of onion. I'm using a shallot. I'll start with a 4 to 5 pound chicken. Any bigger than that and the potatoes might be burned by the time the chicken is cooked. Grab some white wine. This will add fruity sweetness and acidity to the broth while also extracting alcohol-soluble flavors from the vegetables. Then you peel a carrot, you chop it up into little pieces. You can separate the eggs however you like. I just like to crack the shell and then pass the yolk between the two sides until all of the whites kind of ooze out into a bowl underneath. Here is my big roasting tray. I do my Thanksgiving turkey in this. If you're going to grow tomatoes in the actual ground, I think it's worth your time to test the soil first. Find out if you need to add any nutrients or anything. 100 mils or a little less than half a cup of milk in a cold pan. You might try starting with like a third of a cup. You can always add more later if the sauce is too thick for your liking. I'll tear in my 3 slices of American cheese. There's my half a cup packed of grated real cheese. We're looking for 100 grams of cheese total. My wife has been on me about switching to an aluminum-free deodorant for a long time. Aluminum salts plug up your pores. That's how they work, but that has caused me some problems that I won't describe in detail in a food video. This is one of the many reasons why I usually don't season or flavor my steak. This is 1/2 of a pork loin. It's about 3.5 pounds or 1.5 kilos. Please note that pork loin is not the same thing as pork tenderloin because you're going to need some large metal S-hooks. I'm sure you could buy something from a hardware store, but I bent these out of a wire coat hanger. Works just fine. On Van Halen's 1978 debut, we hear something pretty unusual in a heavy rock record, and that is grab some white wine. This will add fruity sweetness and acidity to the broth while also extracting alcohol-soluble flavors from the vegetables. And
grab some white wine. This will add fruity sweetness and acidity to the broth while also extracting alcohol-soluble flavors from the vegetables. And
grab some white wine. This will add fruity sweetness and acidity to the broth while also extracting alcohol-soluble flavors from the vegetables.
So many hours of my life I have spent watching these videos from bakeries in Taiwan and Singapore and Malaysia and such, where these people cut these cakes the size of toddler beds.
In a 12-inch skillet, heat over medium heat, add in 6 ancho chilies and 5 guajillo chilies.
Grab some white wine. This will add fruity sweetness and acidity to the broth while also extracting alcohol-soluble flavors from the vegetables. And hi, I'm Ragusea. Cut into this and that crispy outer fat is just insane. The stuffing inside is surprisingly sweet. Fennel goes really sweet when you cook it a long time, and obviously so does onion. And hey, remember those roasted lemons? Might seem like a lot of juice, but roasting lemons really knocks back the acidity. This is a very satisfying meal all rolled up into one. You want to beat the whites